At the seams, you gotta pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He done signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent. Another fighter on the Mount Rushmore of boxing.
Predictable, and in spite of not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most, and maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit.
When I talk to Bud, I kind of like, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability.
Boxing insiders are advising Canelo Alvarez not to overlook Terence Crawford's strength, as many feel Crawford's sharp timing and accuracy make him highly dangerous. Promoter Eddie Hearn pointed out Crawford's deep belief in himself, saying that, after speaking with him, it was obvious his confidence came from solid training and strong technical skills. Hearn said Crawford's power isn't just about muscle, it's his ability to land sharp, damaging punches at the perfect moment.
I'm going back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Bud, I kind of like, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convincing. And then you see the presser yesterday, and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously he's a big lump, so I was always Canelo, then I sort of leant towards Bud, but now I'm back with Canelo, so we'll see.
Specialists believe Terence Crawford's tricky fighting style makes him one of the toughest men in boxing today. He can switch stances mid-fight, change tactics fast, and land sneaky, pinpoint punches. That's very different from Canelo Alvarez, who often sticks to his usual combos. Analysts caution that this unpredictability, combined with Crawford's sharp timing and clean shots, gives him a strong edge in big money fights.
The poker face on this guy is ridiculous. And then just early thoughts here, like Crawford isn't very predictable. I think Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, you know, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable. And in spite of not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most. And maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit. And because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him. Maybe he can counter punch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Alvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night. It's not nice. Like Crawford did well against Madrimov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly, but Madrimov was countering him. You know, if you can counter the counter puncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that. And Canelo can counter people really well. And as great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Alvarez. This is a different world of power. And look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, you know, genius and outpoint him and outland him. That's possible. It is. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. You know, we've been treated to some amazing fights. Usyk Fury, for example, this is another one of those mega fights on Riyadh season.
Brian Bomac McIntyre has always said that Terence Crawford's real strength comes from his smart and technical fighting style. While many focus on muscle, Bomac stresses that Crawford's brain, timing, and ability to adjust mid-fight give him the advantage. His famous phrase, "skills pay the bills," shows he believes intelligence beats brute force against someone like Canelo. Bomac feels Crawford's fast thinking and ability to shift strategies will be the difference.
Somebody like that, like a Canelo, not only is his offense, he's got to have defense too. You know what I'm saying? So styles makes fights. Bud got the better skills, and he got the better mind too.
Do you think with the styles in mind, but also the weight in mind, he can get that job done based on he's just so much more excelling in the skills?
You know what? He gonna get the job done. I promise you that. He'll get the job done. You know, because you know, Bud boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, not taking nothing away from him, but Bud just a little bit better.
I can tell you fully believe in your fighter, and he believes in himself too. There was a slight back and forth at the press conference there. That was just a battle of belief. He believes they're better. Obviously, Terence believes he's better. Did you look into that? What happened at the press conference there as the first?
That's just press conference, man. The reason why I believe into my fighter is because from day one, the first day he walked in the gym to where we at now, we haven't lost yet. Okay, he got a loss. He got 2 losses.
How does that affect him coming into this fight?
one thing about this, always remember this. He got 2 losses, right? We got no losses.
Trainer Derek James has warned Canelo Alvarez that this won't be like any other fight he's had before. According to James, Crawford's sudden movement and sharp reading of his opponent set him apart from everyone Canelo has faced, because Crawford can switch speed so easily, even a tiny slip in focus can be costly. James believes Canelo will need to step up mentally, physically, and strategically to deal with Crawford's unique style.
It's a great challenge because I think both guys have great attributes, right? That, they do, and I think they have great attributes, and I think that, so we're looking to possibly see a great matchup, a great fight. And one could be an intellectual fight from Crawford, smart, intelligent fight. And I think, Canelo probably has to be the matador in this one.
He has to be the what?
Matador.
Matador, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta, basically, let me see, the bull.
The bull.
You gotta be the bull.
Canelo has to be the bull in this one.
You gotta be it because I think you're fighting somebody faster, more athletic. You gotta whatever it is that he's doing, he has to be better at that than he is at any other night in his life.
But the big talk here and the thing that I always go back to is just the weight class. Crawford's going up 3 weight classes. The last time he fought, went up on weight, fought Madrimov. You say you don't watch boxing, but he got, a lot of people. Madrimov.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the 154.
I saw that fight.
Terence Crawford has stayed calm and locked in, even as the tension on the fight grows. He keeps repeating the same message. He's nothing like the other names Canelo has fought. Crawford believes his strong mindset and flexible skill set will change how this matchup plays out. Instead of trash talk, he's showing quiet confidence, making it clear that his training and self-belief are what truly motivate him. People across boxing are starting to believe him.
It's gonna be difficult. You take it to you.
I'm taking him. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other
No,
ones.
I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
You know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We
We'll
gonna
see.
see.
Terence, how did you think he did against William Skull?
No comment. He won. We on to the next. It's me and him.
Some people said he should have done a better job cutting the ring off. It was the fewest punches ever landed. Did you see it that way?
Listen.
Crawford's choice to fight Canelo is seen by many as the boldest risk he's ever taken. Though he already has belts and titles, this challenge means more shot to be remembered as one of the all-time greats. Winning this fight would prove his technical skills and show he's willing to face real danger. Experts say just going after this matchup proves Crawford has the heart of a champion who's chasing greatness no matter what's at stake.
Terence Crawford won that fight easily. I need to see Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford right now. I know the weight concerns everybody, but now you see Terence Crawford can go up in weight and actually compete. You can be concerned all you want, but I genuinely believe that was the warm-up. Bud wants this for his legacy. I think he can beat Canelo. The problem with Bud is not flashy. He doesn't have aura. If you look up the word Black Air Force Energy, Bud's face would be plastered all over it. The opportunity is there. Let's make this happen.
Respected boxing legends keep reminding people that size isn't everything. Fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard mention past examples where smarter boxers beat bigger men. With Crawford, they see someone who controls space, hits from clever angles, and uses timing to cancel out Canelo's size. Leonard believes Crawford's sharp thinking and ability to stick to his game plan give him a real shot to win even with the size gap between them.
What about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap, or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
That's true. But you know what? There's always a way. There's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Crawford's true strength comes from his real-life battles, not fake drama. His calmness in tough moments reflects years of dealing with serious struggles, both in and out of the ring. That personal history shapes how he handles big fights. He doesn't rely on hype or loud talk. His belief in himself is built from what he's already survived. His quiet attitude hides the fire of a man who always shows up when the pressure is highest.
Being elusive in fighting Canelo.
However I gotta fight, I'ma win. Simple as that. I'm not gonna let somebody else force me or tell me how to fight when I've been fighting my whole life. You know, I won't be running. You know, I can tell you that. But I will be, you know, doing a lot of touching.
Crawford's undefeated past shows his skill at adjusting and figuring things out during fights. He's beaten power hitters, clever boxers, and technical fighters and found a way to outthink them all. What sets him apart is how he keeps improving and changing his game depending on the moment. Each match makes him sharper. Facing Canelo is another huge step, but Crawford's past proves he rises to the occasion when the heat is on.
Crawford, on the other hand, he has been walking down his fighters, and people don't see that but me. For some reason, when I had that tape, people were screaming cap, and it's like David Ebenezer, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Gambo, a mean machine. Even against Madrimov, the way he won the fight was by fight. It wasn't Floyd Mayweather sticking. This guy has been too athletically gifted, and I mean explosive, hard punching, and too strong for his ops. When he's in orthodox, he boxes more. When he switched, he becomes a puncher, and now he's coming out southpaw. He ends you. He is not. You gotta watch him fight. He does do athletic things where his hands and his feet work together, and he catches you for sure. But what he mostly do is he punishes and he bullies his ops, because he walks you down and whips your ass. He's an ass whip.
Bomac McIntyre has often backed Crawford against doubters who downplay his success. He argues that Crawford makes hard fights look too easy so people wrongly assume his opponents were weak. In Bomac's view, Crawford's real greatness is how he breaks down skilled fighters and controls the ring. That kind of dominance should be seen as a sign of elite skill, not a reason to question who he's fought or how good they were.
Crawford rebuttal was everybody always say he hasn't fought nobody, or everybody that he fought was a no name. But I'm gonna tell you like this: what Crawford said, well, they was something until Crawford fought him. So obviously he's doing a great job because he's making everybody look normal.
Not everyone, like when you go against Canelo, I don't think there's anyone else in boxing who you would ask and say this is a personal attack on the Crawford because of his pound for pound abilities. And apparently no rehydration clause. Am I hearing that right? He wants full smoke at that weight.
Let's go, man. That's what Crawford wants. He wants to show the world that he's the best. So, hey, why put stipulations in there when you know that you can be the best?
Crawford stepping up to middleweight is one of the biggest moves in today's boxing world. To succeed, he has to balance his new muscle with the speed that defines his style. His training team is making sure that gaining weight doesn't slow him down or wear him out. Experts think that if he pulls off this switch well, he might inspire other fighters to challenge the limits between weight classes and chase legacy.
These excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves, he can punch, he can do it all.
Jeff Mayweather's remarks have added hype to possible fantasy fights that could put Crawford's name in the boxing history books. By comparing Crawford to legends like Floyd Mayweather, Jeff highlights just how rare Crawford's talent really is. The idea of crossover fights makes things even more interesting and could connect the greats of box. Ing's past with the stars of his future, and Crawford may be the bridge.
Of course, if he
gets past Canelo, he can fight as many bums as he wants to, just to make the record.
Do you think he would do that, or do you think he would?
I don't know. He seemed like he's a class act, and he seemed like he'll do whatever he feels. But I don't know. I mean, at what you said, 37?
37, yeah.
37. Yeah, that's still a lot of fights though.
Yeah, so he'd have 40. So he still need 9 more to pass him. After that, and the way people fight these days,
I mean,
a couple times a year.
Yeah, he would have to fight, almost every month. But that's gonna take a lot.
Well, maybe if he fought 3 times a year, he could catch it, when he's 40 or something.
Yeah.
Among fans and experts alike, many now agree that Terence Crawford could be Canelo Alvarez's toughest challenge in years. This opinion isn't just media noise. It comes from Crawford's consistent brilliance, his ability to change stances, shift gears mid-fight, and outthink his foes makes him special. Both supporters and analysts believe this will be a real battle between 2 masters, bringing excitement and pride back into the sport.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Terence Crawford is top 5. Top 5, I'll die on that hill. He's my top. He might be top 3. He might be top 3. I just gotta see what's up. But I'm gonna be real. This Canelo might be the most fucking locked in Canelo I've ever seen in my life. My boy Canelo is too fucking locked. He's not even speaking Spanish no more. He's speaking fluid ass English. He's not even Spanish no more. Oh boy said, how will this affect the Canelo legacy if Terence Crawford beats you? He's not going to beat me. No, he's not going to beat me. But this will go down in boxing history. But he beat me. He's not beating me. No, you're not different. No, you're no different than no Spanish. Canelo's locked in. Yo, I'm telling you, this is that fight where I feel a little bit scared for my favorite.
Veteran trainer Bill Haney has publicly shown strong support for Crawford. He isn't just saying Crawford has a shot, he's all in. Haney's backing shows how much respect Crawford has earned in the fight world. For a trainer who's watched generations of champions, standing behind Crawford is a powerful signal that he belongs among the top-tier fighters of any era, not just the current one.
Well, for everybody that was straddling the fence, straddling got your pants split. At the seams, you gotta pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He done signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent. Another fighter on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Yeah, so don't split your pants. Pick one.
Yeah, what you think about the knockout bonus? They said it's a bonus if one of them get a knockout.
Who?
They said it's a bonus in this fight if one of them get a knockout. I heard it's around $5 million. Do you think Crawford's trying to cash in on that?
I mean, you should knock him out. I mean, if Canelo ain't coming to do what he's been doing to everybody else.
Nico Ollie Walsh shares a modern view, focusing on Crawford's smart planning for this uphill battle. He mentions Crawford sparring with heavier opponents, which shows how seriously he's preparing. Walsh says that this kind of strategy turns risk into a chance to shine by balancing power and brains. Crawford might cancel out the size difference and give himself a real shot at evening the odds in the ring.
People with Canelo before Canelo's last fight, but then after Canelo's last fight, it seems like it's more 50-50 now. So everything is just the build up for that fight is just going to be absolutely magnetizing. Like that fight, it's garnered so much more buzz after Canelo's last fight, and Bud is Bud. He's one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. He is one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. So it's going to be a fight. It's going to be awesome to watch.
Have you sparred any of them?
I haven't sparred Bud yet. I haven't been in Canelo's camp. I've met Canelo a few times. I love Canelo's team. Canelo's one of my favorite fighters. He's been my favorite fighter for the longest time. But I have to be Team Bud because me and Bud are cool, and I have so much belief in Bud, and I know who he is as a fighter. He is one of the greats. So he could do anything he wants.
And being around both of them and seeing how they work and train and things like that, what makes both of them the fighters they are, in your opinion?
I've watched Bud, so for Bud in particular, he's calm in everything he does, and that kind of calm is scary to watch because it shows experience. You can see that he's been doing this for decades.
That wraps up today's video breakdown. Make sure to stay locked in. More updates coming soon.